Are you looking for ways to increase your engagement on social media? Are you looking for ideas on what kind of content to write in order to generate response from your audience? If you are, then this video is for you. Welcome to my series on the secrets to creating amazing marketing content using Chat GPT. This is tip 15, which is all about creating engagement in social media. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Ortal Green, and I help entrepreneurs and business owners create products their audience wants to buy. I prepared a gift for you. It is a guide with 3 pro hacks to creating unbeatable marketing content. I placed a link to it in the description below, so grab your copy and start generating converting marketing content straight away. So let's start. If you don't have a ChatGPT account yet, it's easy to create one. Just go to chat.openai.com and create an account for you. It's free. I'll place a link to it in the description below so you can grab it from there. So now let's say you work in the leadership space. Let's say you help people develop their leadership skills and you want to write a blog post where you're going to provoke your audience and get their engagement and responses to that blog post. So what you can do, you can ask ChatGPT to give you some ideas as for thought-provoking questions on leadership. Let's see what ChatGPT is going to come up with. Okay, so here we go. We see already a few questions. How do you define leadership? Is it something that can be learned, or is it an innate skill? Can a leader be effective without being charismatic? How do you balance the needs of the organization with the needs of the individual you are leading? So have a look. You need to go over the question and see which ones seem suitable for you and which ones may be more thought-provoking because you want that engagement. You want a thought-provoking question that people will feel that they want to respond to it. They want to provide their opinions and thought on this matter. So let's say question number 10 seems the right one for you. And if you're not happy with this question, you can click the regenerate response and get more question. But let's say you want to create a blog post around the ethical consideration that leaders need to take into account when making decisions, right? So you want to have some sentences before you pose that question to your audience. So you can ask ChatGPT to help you with that as well. So what I'm going to write to ChatGPT is, can you please suggest a paragraph for a blog post on the topic of, and then what I'll do, I'll just write on the topic of the ethical consideration that leaders need to take into account when making a decision that impacts their team. And let's see what ChatGPT is going to generate. Okay, so here is a paragraph. As a leader, it is important to recognize that your decisions have a significant impact on your team, both in the short and long term. While it can be tempting to prioritize your own interests or those of the organization, it is crucial to consider the ethical implication of your decision. This means taking into account the well-being and rights of your team members, as well as broader ethical principles such as fairness, justice, and respect. So if you like it, you can use it as a blog post before you pose that question, or if not, if you're not happy with that, you can generate a response and see what other suggestions ChatGPT will come up with. Or maybe what you can do, if you're not happy with either one of them, you can try a different way. You can ask ChatGPT to create a story, right? So can you please create a story? And that story will demonstrate the ethical consideration that leaders need to take into account when making decisions that impact their team. So let's see what kind of story Chat GPT will come up with. Once upon a time, there was a CEO named Sarah who ran a successful technology company. The company had been growing rapidly, and Sarah was always looking for ways, oh, it's too quick, it's already disappeared, to expand the business and increase profit. One day, she learned about a new technology that her company could use to gather more data on its user. The data would allow the company to personalize its product and services. However, Sarah soon realized that in order to implement this technology, the company would need to collect personal information from its user without their explicit consent. So here there is a story that actually demonstrates that conflict, that ethical conflict in relation to when you make your decision, what do you need to consider? Do you only consider the benefit of the organization where you work in, or do you need to apply ethical thinking in your decision making? So people love stories, and people connect with stories in a very profound way. So this is another way for you to engage your audience. Start with a story and then pose a question to your audience about the story. What do you think about the importance of applying ethical thinking when you make decisions as a leader? What should take more priority? And this is how you can generate engagement with your audience online. So this was tip number 15, which is all about increasing engagement with your audience on social media. If you haven't downloaded my guide, it's waiting for you in the description below. It's 3 pro hacks to creating unbeatable marketing content in no time at all. So you can grab your copy and start creating amazing marketing content straight away. Until next time, stay focused and never give up on your dreams.